our receptionist.
Scanners detecting
Welcome
sentient
to
life.
AMS.
Alert level elevated.
AMS is here for you. Thank you for visiting. Automated Mining Services welcomes you to the home of industry. Visitors, please see our receptionist. Welcome to AMS, future of mining. AMS is here for you. Thank you for visiting. Automated Mining Services welcomes you to the home of industry. Visitors, please see our receptionist. Welcome to AMS, the future of mining. AMS is here for you. Thank you for visiting.
Let's keep going. That's one of the raiders that went with Sheena and Burke. I hope they're still okay. I'm so tired of all the blood and death. I'm tired of losing everyone that I care about. First my mother's death, and now this. You're right. Sheena and Burke are strong. I'm sure they're here somewhere. Come on, we've got to hurry and find them. What does that note say? A note from Sheena. The Raiders, they really are like a family. The kind that I want to be a part of. Of course, they'll always be my family. I just couldn't stand staying in that place anymore with the Brotherhood. One day, they'll understand. Hell, maybe they'll even join me. We're almost to the top of AMS. We must be getting close. Let's hurry.
Really? You and that little girl are the ones giving my mercs all this trouble. We Hellcats don't put up with anyone getting in the way of us or our caps. This ends now.
Start.
Sheena and Burke are? Captured? That's good! That means they were taken alive. We need to figure out where these holding cells are. See if you can find anything else that hints toward their location. I have no idea, but that son of a bitch is gonna pay for messing with Sheena and Burke. Please hurry.
snitch? What the hell?
The Brotherhood sent their lackey to try and bring me back. I told them I refused to even consider it until we found you. They're actually not as bad as I thought. And they helped me find you. But anyway, are you two okay? You look pretty beat up.
Been better.
Good work on giving these mercenaries hell, Marcia. You'll make a great addition to the war party. So, can you get us out of here or not?
Thank you. I won't forget this. Sheena made the right choice.
Thanks, Burke. There was no way we would have made it out of there alive, and I knew Pierce wouldn't just let us go missing. My quick thinking's what kept us alive. Not everything can be won with a fight. Nothing that could be of use to us. It seems like they were doing some sort of experiments on people down here. That terminal over there might have more information. Appreciate your help.
Don't worry, you two. We'll get you out soon. Hey!
Hey.
Okay, now that we found Sheena and Burke, we can talk. What's up? It's hard to talk about, but you've been so patient with me. I've really ever only talked about it with Ramirez, but... Alright. The town that Max and I were living in with our mother was being threatened by a group of raiders. When the Brotherhood came into town, they decided to be saviors. They actually thought it would be a good idea to arm a bunch of ordinary people with high-tech weaponry. When the raiders came, they took the weapons and slaughtered our people. If we hadn't tried to fight back, my mother would still be alive. These were a different kind of raider. Ruthless, bloodthirsty, callous. The war party is like a family, banded together to fight against the Brotherhood's tyranny. Let's not get it confused. Raiders may have pulled the trigger, but the Brotherhood supplied the guns.
Hey.
Thank you for understanding. Maybe with more members like you, the Brotherhood will become a better organization. Sure, I'll hear what you've got to say. You, Ramirez, Odessa, you've all shown me that maybe all Brotherhood members aren't the same. But I can't just leave the war party. We're family now. Yeah, you're right about that one. Someone's gotta raise that boy to think for himself.
Marcia, no. Why would you go back to them? The Brotherhood are our enemies.
I'm not joining the Brotherhood, but I can't just abandon everyone at Fort Atlas. Their initiate helped me see that. I'm sorry. I really am. I'll never forget the way that you all accepted me into your family. I hope that one day we'll be able to see each other again, and it won't be on fighting terms. Thanks again. For everything. I'll see you back at Fort Atlas.
Hey. Hey.
Hello, Initiate. Please, tell me you found out where Marcia's gone. The Raider War Party? Oh no, that's not good at all. The Raiders are dangerous. She could get herself hurt. Or worse. I knew she was frustrated with the Brotherhood, but I never thought she would just leave. Marcia has a lot of strong feelings about what happened to her mother. Some of them fair, some of them misguided. Maybe if you get Marcia to open up to you, she'll tell you her side of the story. You read my mind. Thank you, Initiate. Do what you can to get her back. And be gentle. She's been through a lot. Don't mind this clutter. Atlas is a work. Welcome back, Initiate. I see that Marcia has returned and in brighter spirits than before. I don't know how you managed it, but great work. Did you discover anything else on your mission? This letter is concerning. While Marcia wasn't missing, it seems that these Hellcat mercenaries and the Blue Ridge Caravan Company are both involved in the other disappearances. Please, take this to Romani as soon as you can. She'll want to hear about this. Come to help out in the shop? Nothing like it.
Find, protect, preserve. We should see if anyone needs help with anything. I heard you're on Night Shin's good side. Is he really going to usurp command? Give me the inside scoop.
I understand your frustration, Mr. Knapp. Finding everyone that has gone missing is my top priority, but we need more evidence before we can act.
Evidence? Well, what more do you need, huh? Are you saying my Cassie is a liar?
No, that's not what I'm saying at all. Initiate. Excellent timing. There's something we should discuss. Mr. Knapp here has come to us with another missing persons case.
My niece Cassie. Cassie Holloway. She paid some caravan and folk to help her travel here from out west. Sent me some letters just before she set out. Them letters arrived just fine, but she didn't. I went and spoke with them caravanners, and they tell me that my Cassie never set out with them at all. Those, Blue Mountain,
The Blue Ridge Caravan Company. Really? This letter said they would acquire more people from Blue Ridge? Interesting. This is the first real lead we've found, and it connects directly with what Mr. Knapp is reporting. I actually had my own suspicions about the organization, but this information certainly tips the scales. We need to investigate this Blue Ridge Caravan Company immediately. Well, they have an office at the west end of the Big Bend Tunnel. Initiate! I'd like you to meet me there. But try not to attract too much attention either. If they realize we're in the Brotherhood, they may clam up. Thank you, Initiate. Ad Victoriam.
Really need to clean up around here.
This, fix that.
I've seen my tool. Oh, never mind. I just spotted them. Gotta wait a whole nother hour for that food to reheat.
Power armor. Jeez, you sure know how to make an entrance, eh, buddy? I believe I asked you to keep a low profile, friend? I understand, but it doesn't hurt to step outside the armor now and then. But listen, I was hoping we could talk for a few minutes before we head upstairs. Let me buy you a drink. What do you say? Oh, cut the crap. I'm being real here. There's some things we need to hash out. Come on, pull up a stool. Great. Take a seat.
Oh boy, a customer! What can I get for you? Neat! Well, you sure as shit ain't getting it on the rocks. Okay, here you go. Enjoy.
Huh. A fine choice. Salomati, my friend. Oh, I'd rather not ruin this. I just need a brief moment where I'm not a paladin to a headstrong, self-righteous, mutinous knight. That's interesting phrasing. Join. Never really thought about it that way. I was already in the National Guard, helping people, maintaining peace. That was my life. The Brotherhood didn't feel like a new organization. It felt like regrouping with my people. A return to form. Maybe some ranks and verbiage changed, but the heart of it was there. I'm not sure I even gave it a second thought. It was. Even knowing what I know now, I have no regrets. They were my people, my comrades. But things changed as time rolled on. As I'm sure you know, the views of the elders and I differed greatly. Sometimes I think... No, I'm certain that I was selected for this mission in order to remove my perspective and influence. The elders saw my pull and experience as a threat and knew I would never align with their goals. What better way to prevent my meddling than to send me packing on a cross-country venture? I often wonder if they ever expected me to report in at all. To make it here alive. Joke's on them, I guess. Alan Connors. That's right. Dear, dear friend. The two of us were from the same unit in the National Guard. Alan had been my rock through every storm I weathered. We survived the bombs together, joined the Brotherhood together. He was more than my right hand. He was really a lifelong companion. I'd never really considered a world without him. Not just to me either. To both Valdez and Shin. He was like a big brother. Even a father. He was always there for them. That's the part that gets to me. He was an important person to damn near everyone. It's what makes his absence hurt even more. Indeed, he was the bedrock of this team. And things were never the same with Shin from then on. But when we lost Alan, Shin stepped up to take on many of his responsibilities. He was on top of the grief. That must have been a lot to handle. It led him to fall back on what he knows. Rules and doctrine. He doesn't trust anyone else to help him see beyond that. Not like he trusted Alan. And because of me, because of a call I made, we all lost him. I know Shin will never forgive me for it. Thank you for hearing me out. It's an honor to pass on his story. He deserves that and so much more. I think that's a fine idea. To whom? Yes, to Knight Alan Connors. May he never be forgotten. Besalamati. Now, on to business. Let's head upstairs. And remember to keep a low profile. We're just a pair of friendly traders looking for potential business.
Look out, here comes trouble.
Ms. Mayfield, my name is Layla. I made an appointment to speak with you.
Please, Joanna is just fine, dear. And while all this cloak and dagger hubbub is flattering, why don't we cut to the chase, Paladin Romani?
Well, that was short-lived. Okay, Joanna. It appears I underestimated you.
And looky there. You've got one of these famous vault dwellers in tow. Oh, and I know this one. Made a splash around here. Say, when are you planning to provide some of that skill to my caravans?
I'd appreciate if the job offers were saved for later. We're here on pressing business.
Okay, Paladin. Down to brass tacks, then. It's not an accident that I finally opted to meet with you, after playing hard to get for so long. We know you're interested in the folks that have gone missing. We are too. Been looking into it for a spell now. And what, pray tell, is that, darling?
We found correspondence from our suspects claiming they were acquiring people from Blue Ridge. It seems to me that your company has been transporting people in a different way than you've advertised. And involuntarily at that.
We've always been upfront and honest with this venture. The routes are dangerous, and our Brahmins sure as hell don't smell like roses. Everyone who works with us gets the straight truth. And I certainly don't take too kindly to what you're implying. I could stand here and deny your allegations every which way to Sunday. But I know you won't just take my word for it. So if you've got some hard evidence to prove my people were involved in this little scheme, show it. Otherwise, this letter of yours sounds more like we're the target, not co-conspirators. Plain and simple, I wanted to handle this internally. I didn't want news of this stirring up a panic, maybe causing the perpetrators to flee. Our clients paid us for safe transport, and we failed them. It was our responsibility to solve it discreetly. I'm sure you can appreciate that. As for deceiving Mr. Knapp, I dislike fibbing. But sometimes you've got to play your cards close to your chest, especially when lives are at stake.
I don't buy it. Sounds more like you were trying to prevent future clients from being scared off. It makes me wonder if this sudden cooperation isn't in the interest of helping others. Maybe you've just been caught.
I'd be offended by these accusations if it didn't weave such a fascinating story. Are you planning to sell that as a dime novel? Well, if you're wondering why my organization would choose to dodge your calls, examine the attitude with which you've started this conversation. This pseudo-authority you're flaunting is exactly the type of oppression and regulation that my free enterprise can do without. All right. That's fine by me.
Right now, the most important thing is finding everyone that has gone missing and returning them home. Being upfront with your involvement in this now will be looked upon favorably, because we're not stopping until this is solved and they are safe.
Slow down, Paladin. This is not an admission of guilt or an attempt to weasel out of responsibility. We are just as concerned about these folk as you. We're willing to cooperate in hopes of saving lives, nothing else. And if you're hoping I'm about to spill the beans on some secret abduction scheme, you're out of luck. We have the same goals as you in this.
Honeyed words, but we should proceed. What can you tell us about the people that went missing from your caravan?
Better to just let you take a look for yourselves. Ares! Come on in here!
This guy looks like some kind of guard. Probably armed. Don't take your eye off him, Initiate. Thanks. It's good to follow your instincts. They rarely steer me wrong.
You rang, boss?
Harper's Ferry, the train tunnel. Mind showing our guests the route?
Oh, crap. You really want to go back there?
That was exactly my thinking, Ares. Head on over to that tunnel and show this duo of detectives the scene of the crime. Does that sound amenable to y'all?
Okie dokie, I'll meet you there. It's the big fancy train tunnel, just east of Harper's Ferry.
Now, time is money, and I've burned a bottle and plant worth of caps chatting with you two. So if you don't mind, please direct any further inquiries to my masked associate.
Fine. But after reviewing the evidence, I plan to revisit Blue Ridge's involvement in this matter.
By all means. If you find something that gets us answers, we can talk till the Brahmin come home.
Looks like it might rain later.
Clean up this. Fix that. It never seems to end. Foundation and those raiders up at the crater just don't get along. They want to take everything we've worked for.
Now that people have come back to this area, they'll all want to decide this is our foundation.
It's just about time to eat.
Initiate, glad you made it here safely. That Ares character is further ahead. I should mention, every instinct I have is telling me not to trust him. It seems we don't have much choice for the time being, but we'd be wise to keep an eye on him. All right, you take point. Guns at the ready. I spotted some feral ghouls earlier.
Well, hello there. The spot we're looking for is further in the facility. There's a trick to getting in. Give me one shake of a lamb squatch's tail to get it open. Let's see, 30 days past September, carry the 2.
Is this for real?
And Viola is just a little further ahead. Please, after you.
Fine. But don't think we aren't keeping an eye on you.
I can't blame you. I know I'm a real looker. Okay, the cat's just past this door here. I'll get it open. And that's bad. Oh, that's very bad.
Speak, Ares. What's a holdup?
You're not gonna like this. Follow me. Yep, just like I thought. Let's chat. Welcome to the 9th Circle of Hell. First, the good news. It's bring your own paramilitary night, so the paladin drinks for free. Well, I hope you've gotten your tetanus shot. No telling where my face has been. But listen up first. Here's the quick version. Clever little me locks that door by setting off a bogus gas leak alarm. But it looks like in order to lift the lockdown, you need to verify there's actually no gas leak. The door is real picky like that. I'm trying to get you to drop the bad cop act and listen for starters. If you'll cast your steely gaze to the left, you'll see a massive, impenetrable wall of strangler vines. To verify there's no gas leak, we need to get to the pump room. One guess where the pump room is located. Winner, winner, rad steak dinner. There were some engineers living down here well after the bombs fell. Looks like they lasted a few years even. Which means they had a way of fighting back the vines. Maybe start by looking for how they did that. I'll just skulk here in the corner in case another way of opening this door comes to mind. Let me know if you have any luck. Try not to die a terrible death.
This sounds like a very contrived way of getting us killed. Stay sharp, Initiate. Initiate, look there, behind that gate. It seems like some kind of thrown-together lab. Do you suppose they were making something to deal with the vines? I see some kind of chemical on the ground there. We need to find a way to unlock this door. From the sound of it, they wrote the numbering system down so they wouldn't need to remember it. Must be around here somewhere. Looks like we'll need more than just a password to get through. Some kind of code for turning words into numbers, it seems. Open sesame seed, eh? I've always been more of an everything bagel person. And we just need a way to change that phrase into a series of numbers. do you suppose happened to all the people down in here? No signs of a struggle. Gas leak, maybe? Poison? Well done, Initiate. That was some impressive detective work. Let's have a look at this. Aha! My hunch was right. According to the label, they made an extremely potent herbicide. Judging from this container, it looks like it's meant to be dispersed into a larger system. No sprinklers in here, so... Dear Lord. The facility's water line? That would explain the bodies out there, but... why? They must have known this would happen. No time to dwell on that. Initiate, let's look for a station where we can access the water line. This is what we need to weaken the vines. Here we go. This looks like it connects to the main water line. Let's talk next steps. I should be able to disperse the herbicide into the water line from here. I'm suspecting that the security system here won't appreciate that. Expect alarms. And the company that alarms tend to attract. Ready for a fight? Okay. Fingers crossed and guns at the ready. Let's take a look here. Okay. The chemical has started dispersing into the water systems. Damn. It's detected a foreign substance. Prepare for it to get noisy in here. Initiate, I'll need you to keep them off my back. Ad Victoriam. Blocking me from releasing a sample outside this room. I need more time. Keep it up! People to about half the facility. Can't stop now. I'll need to reach the drainage system if we're going to affect the vines. Blocking the last gate valve now. Give him hell, Initiate. chemical is pumping throughout the entire water system now, including a cess pipe that was for disposing of unwanted chemicals. Well, one sleazy company's environmental negligence is our gain, I suppose. Those vines should be weak enough to break through now. I, wouldn't drink the water if I were you, though.
Did you hear that?
That doesn't sound like a feral ghoul to me. We should watch our backs in here. Hostile robotic entity? That's troubling. Be on the lookout. That was an assault dressed up as a... Whatever it was, it's dead. We should be able to lift a lot. And that's that. Time to head back to Ares. If he has anything to do with all this.
Your boss looks like she's about to strangle me with one of those vines. Something happened in there?
Ares? Between the feral ghouls, the strangler vines, and that insane sheep robot, I've about reached my limit with this place. And your antics. I don't know if this is some kind of trap or elaborate cover-up, but we need to get through that door and get answers. Now!
Whoa, whoa, trap? Where's this coming from? Hold on. Did you say sheep robot? Like the Baba kind or the killer robot kind?
Ares, the door! Now! Please!
Okay, just give me a second. Yeesh.
Nearly there now. We're getting closer to the truth. I can feel it. Agreed.
Alright, let's see here. Login credentials, check. New terms of employment, yeah. Benefits enrollment expired, sure. And done. Trust me now? I can lead the way, so if you change your mind, it'll be easier to shoot me in the back.
Thank you for opening the door. But know that if we find anything linking you to this, you're still going to have to answer for it.
Add it to the catalog of questionable things I already have to answer for.
Seems like you've been pretty thorough. Are you ready to discuss what you found? Excellent. I'll take what you've collected. Let me take a look at what you found. I just need a minute to review it all.
Pull out your decoder rings, kids. It's detective time.
I see. That's concerning. Wait a moment. This name. I know this name. I think I've seen enough. Initiate. We should discuss our findings. Well, it seems like Cassie was indeed a part of this caravan group, but I think it'd be a good idea to step through the evidence together. I may have been assuming too much about Blue Ridge's involvement. I'd like to be on the same page, so where would you like to start? Are you sure? I think we should be on the same page before we take action.
Oh, how considerate of you.
All right then, here's what I've concluded. The caravan was ambushed by armed strangers, likely the Hellcat mercenaries you fought. Based on the manifest, a Dr. Blackburn attended every trip where someone went missing, including the final one. All of the evidence together points to one clear answer. Dr. Blackburn was hiring these Hellcat mercenaries to kidnap people from this route. It would appear they were cautious at first, but took advantage of a radstorm to steal away an entire group. An unfortunate end, but there's still hope of finding them. The only thing left is to report back our findings and determine Blackburn's location. I'm glad I had you here, Initiate. There's a few things I'm sure I would have missed if you hadn't been here to help. I do believe we make a pretty great team. Fair enough. I know I got rather carried away with my suspicions. Maybe rash behavior like that has caused you to side with Shin thus far. It's something that I know I need to improve upon, not just as leader of the Brotherhood, but as a person. And hopefully, to begin earning back your trust. Anyway, we should get back to Atlas and report what we found. If we can determine where Blackburn took this group, we may be able to track down Cassie, and perhaps countless others. I'll meet you there. Good work, Initiate. Ares? My rash behavior was unfitting of my position, and frankly, unfair to you.
Water under the bridge. All of my best friendships start with misplaced suspicion of mass kidnapping.
I will take your word for it. I am sorry either way.
If you really want to make it up to me, I've heard you guys have some killer rocket launchers to spare.
Absolutely not.
recruits, Night Shin's training, weapons, and a base like this, we're gonna be invincible. Fort Atlas is in good hands. Night Shin's trained as well.
Hope those kids we picked up are doing okay. What were their names again?
Initiate. Good. You're here. We finally have a clear picture about the abductions, and it's time to do something about it. The Hellcat Company has been abducting people. Our findings at Harper's Ferry mean that Dr. Blackburn is almost certainly involved.
I can't believe he just walked in here. He must have been at work even then. I never said it was my fault, Initiate. To think, the arrogance he must have had.
Enough of that. The question facing us now is how to find him and the people who've been taken. Lucky for us, Scribe Valdez has made a discovery of her own while we were away.
That's right. Remember the Pip-Boy you found in the Uncanny Caverns? It took a while to crack the encryption, but I've unlocked it. It came from Vault 96. I wasn't able to find anything, unfortunately. I know every vault had a purpose, though. Like Vault 76 was meant to house the best and the brightest to rebuild America. Ostensibly. Vault 96 could be anything. It took a bit of research to locate it, but it's well south of here. I'll mark it on your map. Well, we're not sure it is.
What we do know is that we have a definitive lead to follow. The super mutant threat takes priority. If we find the missing civilians in the process, so much the better. But we cannot ignore this lead either way.
Unsurprisingly, Night Shin and I don't see eye to eye on this. Fortunately, in this case, we don't have to. I think they're connected. A vault would be a great place to hide abductees. The Pip-Boy might even have come from someone that escaped. Investigating the vault is our best lead for either mystery, and maybe an answer to both.
Then we're agreed. The vault will be your next target. Scribe Valdez will accompany you. A vault is a potential trove of exactly the kind of technology the Brotherhood is meant to catalog and secure.
I've marked Vault 96 on your map. We don't know what we're walking into, or even how we'll get in, to be honest. We'll need to be cautious. Step 1 is finding a way in. You'll take point. Based on other vaults we found crossing the country, the vault should have an emergency transponder. Once you've secured the entrance, the controls for the transponder are usually there near the main door. Activate it to give the all clear and I'll follow you in.
I'm glad to hear it. It's a good plan, and I think we're all in agreement on this one. Find any evidence you can about the missing people and any connection to the super mutants. If Blackburn is there, I want him taken alive. If he really is behind the abductions, he needs to answer for his crimes. You have your orders, Initiate. Good luck. Dismissed.
Thanks for your help, Initiate. Things have gotten dicey, but we're a brotherhood. We'll get through it.
if anyone needs help with anything.
Someday I'll earn my armor. Won't have to fight rats.
Running my own operation. Well, this one-
Our stockpiles were not affected by the attack. You'll still get your rations.
says they'll build us a bank tomorrow. Can you trust them? I know how to fix things. Lunch, whatever it takes. Just like the old army, huh? Join up, defend yourself, see the world while you're at it. Good for you.